As we age, one of the most underestimated threats to our vitality, independence, and cognitive clarity is muscle loss. It begins subtly, often without warning. Climbing stairs feels just a bit harder, carrying groceries takes more effort, or we begin to notice that we simply don't move with the same confidence or strength we once did. After the age of 60, this process accelerates. What was once a steady engine of metabolism, our muscle mass, begins to decline by 1 to 2% every year. This isn't just about aesthetics or energy. This is about quality of life, about fall prevention, about immune function, about brain clarity, and ultimately about how long and well we live. And here's the powerful truth. Muscle loss is not a fixed fate. It's a biological response to signals. One of the most powerful of those signals is protein, but not just any protein, the right kind, in the right amount, at the right time. Many believe that eggs are the highest quality source of protein, and they are excellent, packed with leucine, bioavailable, and rich in essential amino acids. But what if I told you there's a food source that outperforms eggs? In protein density per calorie, supports your joints, soothes inflammation, and contains the full amino acid profile your body needs to prevent age, muscle loss. This food isn't new, but it's been underutilized. It's hemp seeds. 3 tablespoons provide around 10 grams of complete protein, alongside omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, in a ratio that directly supports hormone regulation and cellular repair. Unlike animal protein, hemp seeds are alkaline-forming, easy to digest, and reduce the chronic low-grade inflammation that accelerates muscle breakdown. This is where neuroscience meets nutrition. Muscle cells don't just respond to exercise, they respond to chemical messages. When we consume protein-dense foods, our brain detects rising levels of amino acids like leucine, isoleucine, and valine in the bloodstream. That triggers the mTOR pathway, a powerful growth mechanism that tells your body, muscle is needed here, repair, rebuild, preserve. If we miss that signal, especially first thing in the morning or after light resistance training, our body slips into catabolism, meaning we break down muscle tissue to fuel basic functions. Over time, this leads to weakness, poor posture, blood sugar instability, and even cognitive decline. But when you feed your body with intention, when you fuel your muscles with highly absorbable plant-based proteins like hemp, lentils, quinoa, and chia, you begin to shift the chemistry of your biology. You create an internal environment where muscle preservation becomes the default. Your metabolism becomes more efficient. Your insulin sensitivity improves. Your mitochondria, the engines of your cells, generate more energy. You move better. You sleep deeper. Your mind becomes clearer. And most importantly, you remain strong, independent, and in command of your body. Protein isn't about bulk. It's about resilience. It's about giving your body the instructions it needs to stay functional. Especially after 60, every bite matters. So the next time you make breakfast, add 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds to your oats or smoothie. At lunch, pair your grains with legumes to form complete protein chains. At dinner, think of your plate not just as food, but as fuel. Because with each strategic meal, you're not just eating, you're preserving your body's ability to stand tall, walk steadily, and think clearly. Aging is inevitable, but muscle loss is not. And it all begins with a small seed, packed with power, that tells your body, stay strong, you're not done yet. Muscle loss after 60 isn't simply the result of aging, it's often the result of missed signals. Our body is always responding to what we do or don't give it, and muscle tissue in particular listens closely to those signals. Every decade after 30, we naturally lose 3–8% of our muscle mass, but after 60, the rate increases and that loss accelerates. The consequences go far beyond physical appearance. Weakness, frailty, insulin resistance, joint instability, and even a decline in brain function all start with shrinking muscle tissue. But here's what the science reveals. We're not powerless. the body continues to respond to nutrient-dense inputs well into our 60s, 70s, and beyond. What matters is how we structure those inputs, specifically protein. Protein is more than a nutrient, it's a signal. It tells your body to repair, to grow, and to preserve. While most people turn to eggs as a go-to protein source, and for good reason, they're not the only powerful option. In fact, there's a food that surpasses eggs in protein per calorie, supports inflammation control, and delivers essential fatty acids that nourish your joints and brain at the same time. Hemp seeds. This plant-based powerhouse provides complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, and it's incredibly easy for the body to absorb and utilize. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds deliver around 10 grams of clean, highly bioavailable protein, as well as healthy fats that naturally support hormonal health and reduce oxidative stress. What makes this even more important is that after 60, digestion and nutrient absorption begin to decline, so quality becomes more important than quantity. You want your protein sources to be clean, digestible, and rich in muscle-preserving compounds, and hemp delivers all 3. Now let's go deeper into how your body processes this information. Every time you eat, your food sends a message to your muscle tissue. It either tells it to rebuild or to break down. This is especially true in the hours following movement or resistance exercise, even light resistance like bodyweight squats or walking uphill. That's because the body is in a prime state for muscle protein synthesis, but it needs the building blocks, amino acids. And if you're not providing those at the right time, your body will break down existing muscle to meet its needs. This is why many people feel like they're shrinking or getting weaker despite staying active. They're missing the timing and the quality of protein intake. Hemp seeds can be easily integrated into any meal, sprinkled over oatmeal in the morning, blended into a protein smoothie post-workout, or added to soups and salads. But what matters most is consistency. A consistent intake of 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, spaced out evenly throughout the day, has been shown to maximize muscle protein synthesis in older adults. This is not about eating like a bodybuilder. It's about signaling your body to stay strong. It's about maintaining the strength to get up from a chair unassisted, to carry your groceries, to play with your grandchildren, and to move through your day with confidence. Strength isn't optional. It's foundational to independence and vitality. Food is one of the most powerful forms of medicine, and when used correctly, it becomes a tool for longevity. Every bite either supports your future self or erodes it. And the good news is, the changes don't have to be dramatic. A few tablespoons of the right protein-rich food taken at the right time consistently can reverse years of gradual decline. Your body is still listening, and with the right signals, it will respond. After the age of 60, something subtle yet powerful begins to shift in the body. Muscles that once felt strong and reliable begin to shrink. Movements become slower, recovery takes longer, and strength feels like it's slipping away. This process, known as sarcopenia, is the progressive loss of skeletal muscle mass and function that accelerates with age. But here's the critical truth. Muscle loss is not solely a consequence of aging. It's a biological response to reduced physical demand, chronic low-level inflammation, and most importantly, suboptimal nutrition. Your body is capable of holding on to muscle, rebuilding tissue, and staying strong well into your 70s and 80s, but it needs the right internal signals. And one of the most effective signals we can send is dietary protein. Protein is not just food, it is instruction. It tells your muscles you are needed, stay strong. It tells your cells repair, rebuild, grow. And yet most older adults are not consuming enough, and when they do, it's often not in a form that's optimally absorbed. Eggs have long been regarded as a gold standard of protein because of their amino acid profile, but few people realize that hemp seeds, a humble plant-based food, provide more protein per calorie than eggs, with the added advantage of healthy fats that fight inflammation and support hormone production. 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds offer around 10 grams of high-quality protein and all 9 essential amino acids the body cannot produce on its own. And because they're easy to digest, they bypass many of the issues older adults face with absorption. They also deliver omega-3s and magnesium, which support not just muscle but also cognitive and cardiovascular health. This makes hemp seeds more than a protein source. They're a complete recovery tool. What most people overlook is the importance of timing and consistency when it comes to protein. Muscles are not built during exercise. They're built during recovery. And recovery is only as good as what you feed your body in those crucial hours. After even light movement, walking, stretching, gardening, your muscles are primed for repair. This is when they're most sensitive to amino acids, particularly leucine, which triggers muscle protein synthesis. If you provide your body with complete protein during this window, you're not just preventing further breakdown, you're building. But skip that opportunity, and the body shifts into a catabolic state, breaking down muscle to meet energy demands. This is the hidden reason many older adults lose strength despite staying active. It's not about lack of movement. It's about lack of nourishment at the right time. Even more, the benefits of protein and muscle preservation go far beyond the physical. Maintaining muscle mass supports glucose control, reduces the risk of falls, stabilizes mood, and even sharpens mental clarity. Muscles are metabolically active tissue. They help you burn fat, regulate hormones, and support immune function. They are not just for lifting weights, they are for living well. And hemp seeds, when used regularly and intentionally, offer a powerful tool to support this foundation of health. You can mix them into morning oats, sprinkle them on salads, stir them into soups, or blend them into post-walk smoothies. The goal isn't to obsess over macros or count grams, it's to be strategic, to feed your muscles regularly, to listen to your body's biological language, and respond with the nutrition it recognizes. The message is clear. Your body still wants to thrive. Even after 60, your physiology is responsive, your muscle fibers are receptive, and your biology is waiting for your direction. With the right food, at the right time, in the right consistency, you can reclaim your strength, restore your balance, and protect your independence. All it takes is choosing the kind of nourishment that not only fills you, but fuels you. As we move past 60, one of the most important physiological shifts we face is muscle loss. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't feel dramatic at first, but gradually we begin to notice. Lifting groceries feels harder. Getting up from a chair takes more effort. We may not realize it, but we're losing strength. And that strength is directly tied to our health span, the years we live with mobility, independence, and vitality. This condition is called sarcopenia, and while it's common, it's not inevitable. The science is clear. Our muscles respond to the signals we send them, and one of the strongest signals is protein intake. But not just any protein, complete bioavailable protein, given consistently and in the right window. For decades, we've praised eggs for their protein power, and rightly so. They are rich in essential amino acids and highly digestible. But there's a lesser-known food that offers more protein per calorie, supports the body with healthy fats, and delivers complete amino acid coverage: hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are a nutritional powerhouse, often overlooked in mainstream discussions of muscle health. Just 3 tablespoons provide approximately 10 grams of high-quality, complete protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids, meaning they supply every building block your body needs but cannot make on its own. That's critical for anyone over 60, because with age, our body becomes less efficient at using the protein we consume, so quality becomes more important than ever. On top of that, hemp seeds deliver anti-inflammatory omega-3 and omega-6 fats in an ideal ratio for older adults. These fats help reduce chronic inflammation, something that accelerates muscle breakdown, and they support hormone balance and joint mobility, both of which are vital as we age. In essence, hemp seeds give you protein, anti-inflammatory support, and cellular fuel in one simple food. But nutrients alone aren't the whole story. Timing matters. The body is most receptive to protein after physical activity, especially resistance or even light exercise. During this time, muscle protein synthesis is triggered, but it needs raw materials to proceed. If the body doesn't get them, it begins breaking down existing muscle for fuel. That's where many older adults unintentionally go wrong. They move their bodies, but they don't follow up with the nutritional support needed to maintain and grow muscle. Hemp seeds are an ideal post-activity recovery food because they are easy to digest and rich in leucine, one of the key amino acids responsible for triggering muscle building. Simply blending a tablespoon or two into a post-walk smoothie, stirring them into a warm bowl of oats, or even mixing them into soup or stew can make a real difference in muscle preservation. There's also a deeper reason why maintaining muscle matters beyond strength. It's tied to metabolic health, brain function, and even emotional resilience. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. It burns calories even at rest, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps produce mood-regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin. When you preserve muscle, you're also supporting better sleep, better energy, and a sharper mind. This is not about building bulk. This is about reclaiming control over how your body feels and functions every day. It's about staying steady on your feet, carrying your own belongings, playing with your grandchildren, and moving with confidence. Hemp seeds are not a magic solution, but they are a practical, science-backed way to give your body what it needs, consistently, daily, and without complication. We often think the most powerful tools for health must be complicated or expensive, but often they're simple and quiet. A seed, a habit, a message sent to your body that says, stay strong, you're still needed. Your muscles are still listening, your biology still responds, and the strength you thought you lost, it's still within reach. As we grow older, particularly after the age of 60, our bodies begin to respond differently to the same routines we've always followed. One of the most significant changes is the gradual loss of muscle mass known as sarcopenia. It doesn't announce itself dramatically, but it chips away at our strength, our mobility, and our confidence in everyday movement. Science shows that, left unchecked, muscle mass can decline by up to 1–2% per year, with strength decreasing even faster. This isn't just about how strong we look, it's about how well we function. The ability to stand up without help, to walk without fatigue, to maintain our balance and coordination, all of this is rooted in preserving lean muscle tissue. But this decline is not inevitable. The human body, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old, is remarkably responsive to the right inputs. And one of the most powerful of these inputs is protein, delivered in the right form, in the right amount, and at the right time. Many people rely on eggs as their go-to source of protein, and for good reason. Eggs offer a high-quality, complete protein that is easily absorbed. But what most don't realize is that there's a plant-based alternative that not only matches but exceeds eggs in protein density per calorie. That food is hemp seeds. These small, unassuming seeds are a nutritional powerhouse. Just 3 tablespoons deliver around 10 grams of complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids and a range of nutrients, including magnesium, iron, and anti-inflammatory omega-3 and omega-6 fats. These aren't just random nutrients. They work synergistically to support muscle repair, reduce joint stiffness, and enhance recovery after physical activity. And unlike some animal-based proteins, hemp seeds are gentle on digestion and can be easily incorporated into any meal of the day. As we age, it's not just the quantity of protein that matters, it's the quality and timing. Our muscles are most sensitive to protein intake after activity. This doesn't mean heavy workouts. Even a brisk walk, stretching session, or light gardening primes your muscles to absorb amino acids and rebuild, but only if you give them the building blocks they need. This is why post-movement nutrition is critical, especially in older adults. When we skip this step, our bodies enter a catabolic state, breaking down muscle to compensate. That's where the power of hemp seeds comes into play. Their quick digestibility and amino acid profile make them an ideal post-activity protein source. A simple smoothie with a tablespoon or two of hemp seeds or a warm bowl of oatmeal with hemp stirred in can help tip the balance from breakdown to rebuilding. Muscle is more than just tissue. It's an endocrine organ that communicates with the rest of your body. When your muscle mass is strong, you improve insulin sensitivity, reduce systemic inflammation, and support hormonal health. It even affects brain function. Cognitive decline is closely tied to metabolic dysfunction, and strong, active muscles help regulate those internal systems. In short, building and maintaining muscle isn't just about movement. It's about protecting your mind, your heart, and your immune system. And this is why protein-rich foods like hemp seeds play such a crucial role. They support the entire system, not just isolated muscles. Daily habits are what shape long-term outcomes. You don't need to overhaul your entire life to protect your muscles after 60. You need to become consistent. A few tablespoons of hemp seeds in the morning, a short walk after meals, prioritizing protein at every meal. These small, intentional choices send a powerful message to your body. You are strong, you are rebuilding, you are not in decline. Your biology is listening. It's waiting for your lead. And when you give it the right fuel, even something as simple as a seed, you activate the machinery of growth and resilience that's been in you all along. Aging is real, but so is renewal, and it begins one bite at a time.